Hello, I'm with Dennis Anderson, the godfather of Monster Jam. This is the original creator of monster trucks. And this guy has spent most of his life ever since on giant wheels. So Dennis, tell us how all of this began.
It started out with a pile of junk, and honestly, I just took a bunch of old Army truck pieces and parts, started welding things together, putting gigantic tires on them. I worked on the farm, so I had big combine tires back in the day. I got in a mouth fight with one of the farm hands, and he was picking on me about my old junk truck. I said, I'll take this junk and dig you a grave. I took a can of spray paint and put Gravedigger on the door, and I beat his butt in this mud hole, and all the people on the farm went, "Woo, Gravedigger!" So I've been Gravedigger ever since.
And this is Gravedigger now. This is the 2016 version.
We've got a 1,500 horsepower motor. You see how big these tires are? We have these big giant shocks on them, but these things would jump 25, 30 feet in the air, hit the ground, and keep on running.
Sometimes, unfortunately, things do go wrong in this, don't they? You've survived all kinds of scrapes. Can you tell us some of the injuries you've had?
Yeah, I broke my shoulder, I broke my collarbone, I broke my ribs several times, I broke my knee, I broke my leg, I broke my foot, I broke my arm, I broke my hand, and I broke my nose.
Rather you than me. I'm very nervous. I have to say, the largest car I've ever driven is a Fiat 500, which you could probably get in the boot of one of these.
Right.
So have you got any tips for me keeping my life after this event?
All you need to do is just remember, you can't see right in front of you. Always look ahead. It's way out there. That's where you can see. Anybody gets close to you, you don't worry about it. You've got panels in the floorboard you can look through.
I've got to look through the floor.
You can look through the floor in some instance. When you get close to something, you look through the floorboard so you can see what you're doing. But there's no worries, because you're not going to get hung on a curb with this like you will your little Fiat. And when in doubt, throttle out.
When in doubt, throttle out.
That's right.
This isn't the instruction I got with my driving test, but I'll go with it. Driven it around a small flat area that's fenced off away from the main stadium. They chain you in so you can barely move your arms and legs for safety reasons. It's a bit like being put in a child's safety seat, then put inside a filing cabinet, and then thrown down a flight of stairs, because every single bump, every single groove in the road you can feel. When you turn the wheel, that's not enough to get this big beast to move. You then need to flick a switch, so it's a little bit like steering with your hands and pedaling with your other hand all at the same time. There's a lot going on inside a very small space. But to be like the professionals and driving this at 80 to 100 miles an hour and jumping solid objects, sometimes going a distance of 100 feet with one leap, there's absolutely no way I could do that. Thankfully for fans turning up at Cardiff's Principal Stadium on September 3rd, I won't be driving. Just like here in Rotterdam, some 40,000 fans will want to see the professionals smash up their trucks, some of which cost £280,000. I met driver Cynthia Gauthier.
They're fast, they're heavy. Those tires are 66-inch tires. They're really fun, and you never know what's gonna happen. Sometimes people roll over, came back on their wheel, so it's really exciting. And after that, we got the donut. The donut competition is my favorite, because you have to go in circle as fast as you can. And sometimes you go on two wheel and come back, and it's whoever can go the fastest, the longest, and the fans choose which one they prefer.
And can you tell me a little bit about some of the extra features you've got? Because people will see that this is a dog in every sense. It's got a wagging tail, ears, and a tongue.
When I'm in the air, I got my ears flopping around, and I got the tail that wag, and I have my tongue that moves, so the kids get to see it. So they get excited when they see the tongue move.
And you have a training session, don't you? You can learn how to do tricks and spins and stuff.
Yeah, we go in Paxton in the United States. It's the track of actually Tom Mentz, the driver of Max Z. He's actually teach us. He tried to let us try new stuff. So that's how we get better every year.